Bandai Namco games. Soft and ADX. Xenosaga Episode 3. We're going to read about Episode 1 first and Episode 2. 20XX80. A mysterious plate-like object was found at an archaeological dig around Lake Turkana, located in northern Kenya. The object named Zohar was responsible for the disappearance of lost Jerusalem, forcing mankind to escape into outer space. That's the beginning. You could check my episode 1 and episode 2 video also in this channel. 4,000 years later, DC 4767, the 11th Marine Division of the Galaxy Federation Army with the space cruiser Woglinde as its flagship. The anti-Gnosis android KOS-MOS was deployed on the Woglinde in case of an attack by the mysterious Gnosis. Shion and the movement member were also on board for KOS-MOS startup experiment. KOS-MOS experiment was conducted repeatedly. The fleet continued their investigation. The experiment was going smoothly and the unit was not ready for combat. Frustrated with the failed experiment, Shion also felt resistant to KOS-MOS, left to her by her dead lover Kevin, waking up as a weapon. Assistant Allen Ridgeley, who is in love with Shion, could only watch her silently. While investigating, the Woglin found an object thought to be the Zohar and stored it. Finished with its investigation, the fleet left the area. With the mission safely accomplished, the crew breathed a sigh of relief. Shion was attacked by the Gnosis that had infiltrated the sea. She lost conscience. She saw an image of Mr. Girl that called herself Nephilim. Shion was helpless and knew she would die, but KOS-MOS self-activated and saved her. Shion rendezvous with Allen and Virgil after being saved by KOS-MOS and attempt to escape from the Woglinde. KOS-MOS defeated numerous Gnosis, but during the battle, KOS-MOS assaulted and killed Captain Virgil along with the Gnosis in order to save Shion. Shion killed Captain Virgil. Episode 1. KOS-MOS felt no response for killing Virgil and told Shion that she is a weapon. Shion was repelled her actions. She was unable to accept what KOS-MOS declared and escaped from the Woglinde with Allen in the escapade. Shion was accused by a Spanish cargo vessel, the Alcine, made by a moon named Chaos, who possessed ring power. In front of Shion, Chaos did instigate a Gnosis just by touching it. She was surprised by his wire, while Chaos suddenly smiled at her. Captain of the Sea Matthew accepted KOS-MOS' high-handed request and headed for second Miltia with Shion and Allen. Meanwhile, the cyborg Ziggy was on lone mission on the Star Trilogy by the request of the Galaxy Federation Contact Subcommittee to receive 100 shares prototype MOMO from UTIC. MOMO was targeted by UTIC Commander Margulis to the secret combination known as the Y data that was embedded by her subconscious domain by Joachim Mizaragi. Ziggy able to rescue her and escape Florema. On their way to second Miltia, also detect Ziggy and Momo who were under attack. They destroyed the UTIC auto attack and saved them. After conferring with Julie Mizaragi, Ziggy and Momo stayed on board the Elsa to go there. Later, Elsa interviewed with the heavily armed suite, the Rundle that was investigating the UTIC organization. Soon and the other met by a boy named Junior, who was a member of the board of directors at the Special Foundation of the Kukai Foundation. Junior, with ties with the Second Mission government, understood the situation surrounding Momo and invited her to stay. Then get a little respite by the colony owned by the Kukai Foundation, cautioning of Representative Director Guinan Kukai. Margulis have been watching them create a trap of Foundation in order to obtain the white data that lay dormant in Momo. The Margulis scheme, Foundation was surrounded by Federation fleet and a group of treason against the Federation. They were arrested and detained by the army, but they proved their innocence with the battle data recorded in KOS-MOS. They were safely released from the army, but Margulis has already ordered position of Momo. The man in charge, Albedo, was a URTV. Conflict 15 years ago with Junior. Albedo accepted Margulis' request and powered the Song of Nephilim, an invitation of madness by Joachim Mizrazi. Second Miltia and the Kukai Foundation were in danger from the swarm of Gnosis that appeared in Miltia. Momo was kidnapped by Albedo and taken to the Song of Nephilim, where she stayed behind to treat the injured. Junior was freed and found that when Momo has been taken, Shion used KOS-MOS face cannon to force the Song of Nephilim to appear in real space. They successfully enter and save Momo while questioning Albedo. However, Albedo managed to escape. when mysterious cloaked individual known as Testament showed up. Albedo had gone mad and broke the massive factory Proto Merkaba into existence using the white data. Albedo tried to destroy second Miltia with Proto Merkaba, which was powerful enough to take on the Gnosis. Shion and the other attempt to destroy Proto Merkaba from the inside. They successfully destroyed the main reactor acid sensor, which has fused with Genosis, but after losing power source, Proto Merkaba started to slowly fall to second Miltia. Albedo laughed at Jin and laughed. KOS-MOS attempted to dismantle Proto Merkaba from the inside to stop it from devastating second Miltia. She was especially able to dismantle it and Proto Merkaba disintegrate into numerous parts. However, unable to get out of the second Miltia gravitation field, Elsa started to fall out of control as well. In order to save the Elsa, KOS-MOS extended the vessel to deploy her protective shield around the ship. Shion tried to stop her, but communication with her was cut off. Although her body was burned by the frictional heat, KOS-MOS deployed the shield. As if responding to her power, Chaos Fist started to glow. The two powers surround the Elsa as white wings. The Elsa emerged in the sunrise, and from the breeze, Shion saw KOS-MOS standing on the ship. Okay, that's episode 1, you know. Hell of story, just, you know. The conflict that had broken out on Miltia had already spread its flame. It was across the entire planet. To destroy the source of the conflict, the Utek organization and the capture of the originating founder, Joachim Miharazi. Also sent into the dual control system was the Federation trump card, URTV, a special forces unit. General Helmer of the Galaxy Federation felt there was a danger in lowering contact with the URTV by a weapon and the Zohar control device. He depended put in a secret plan to protect Zohar. With the cooperation of Vector CEO Wilhelm, Helmer sent in a new model mobile weapon, the Acer, and entrusted to pilot Cass and Cannon with the task. The Acer made it through the fighting and descended to the city street, but at the same time the Utek organization pushed to desperation, activate the Song of Nephilim. The song sent the stress of Miltia into complete pandemonium. Cannon and Chaos found themselves under overwhelming attack from the alien and Federation soldiers that had lost their mind. A single Federation MS come to their rescue. His spell was none other than Shion Uzuki's older brother, Captain Jin Uzuki of the Special Organization Military Intelligence Unit. Via some man, Cheat had obtained again in the Miltian conflict and had been heading for Labyrinthus in order to analyze it, learning that his objective was the same as Cannon and the Chaos that traveled together to the Labyrinthos. Margulis of the intercongregation appeared before them. To settle the matter after its past, they bound them deeply together. Jin and Margulis close sword. Jin barely managed to fight off Margulis, but was badly wounded himself. Judging that he could not continue his mission, he entrusted the data he obtained to Cannon's memory and bid them farewell. Later, the Berserk Zohar broke about a space-time anomaly that pulled Miltia into the abyss. Miltia was lost, flashing forward 14 years from that even bringing us to the present. After stepping the fall of Proto Merkaba, they also landed safely on second Miltia. Shion Jr. and the other temporarily split up to attend to their respective tasks. Shion headed to Factor 2nd R&D Division to turn over KOS-MOS. Jr. the other head for the Human Control Center to analyze the way data in MOMO. Finally, free from the Prophet's danger, Junior and the other relaxed, but the mobile weapon from led by Apology attacked MOMO once more to protect MOMO. The group ran into the city, but the enemy force attacked them without hesitation. Their escape route were cut off, and one by one they were saved by Cannon. Shion finished handing over KOS-MOS and reunited with Jin. Shion felt some minute of emotion, expecting seeing his brother again, and was unable to hide honest about her feeling. Even after Miltian conflict 14 years ago, they are separate team. The next day, with the cooperation of the Durandal crew, the analysis of the white data began. As the representative of the context, Julie. Momo rejoiced seeing her mother, but Julie held complex with emotion regarding Momo, who are designed like her daughter. Julie welcomed a rifle of Junior. She was unable to hide the trouble for Julie seeing Momo. The nights for this was expected to go smoothly, but the trap set by Albedo was triggered. Julie and the other tried to prevent the exposure of the data, but their desperate effort provided full time and the white data continued to leak out. Also seeing the situation from the depth of her own conscience, Momo set her own mind to suffer the external link, stop the data flow, and protect Julie and Joachim legacy, but her action has a great cause. And all of Momo sat down. Julie's desperate treatment barely managed to prevent Momo complete shutdown, but her mind had been shattered. Shion and Allen were at the second R&D, When they received a message from Junior telling the MOMO dire situation, they hurried to the control center. Shion joined in with Junior and the other and together attempt to dive into Momo's subconscious domain to recover her mind. The world into which they dove turned to be the memories of Sakura, the daughter of the Julian Johaki. In the world of Momo conscious domain, Junior re-experienced his memory when he had been part of the URTV. The first meeting with Sakura, the day of training with the Albedo and Nijiredo, a flood of memories drive Junior's heart into greater and greater extent. Finally, Albedo appeared before Junior and tormented him over his betrayal as his comrade. Junior exploded with anger toward Albedo for hurting Momo and was unable to control his red dragon. Seeing the two brothers, Junior and Albedo fighting each other, their own flesh and blood, Momo began to experiment with Sakura conscious, which had been sleeping within Momo on subconscious domain. He finally awoke. With the awakening of Momo's conscious, the white data leaked out and Albedo finally obtained what he had sought for so long. With the white data in hand, Albedo restored the passage to the old Miltia, unlocking the Silk Web planet. Upon landing the disturbing Miltian space and the restoration of old Miltia, the immediate fleet as well as the Galaxy Federation government began an invasion operation to recover Zohar. Miltian space was in DS area, filled with multitude of hope and ambition to quell the chaos. Second Miltian governor's preemptive Helma commits the Gokai Foundation to guard the Zohar. Junior and the other accept Helma's requests. Meanwhile, Shion was called back to factory headquarters. The Demery Nephilim appeared before her once again. To fulfill her promise to Favonia, Shion stole spacecraft Dinah from the demo room. On their way to Miltia, Shion and Allen were suddenly attacked by unidentified mobile weapon and found themselves in a hopeless situation against their overwhelming power. To save Shion, KOS-MOS once again started up under her own free will. With the power of KOS-MOS and Dinah, Shion and Allen escaped their predicament and met up with the Elsa in his mission. After landing on Miltia, the party folk up with the Utic organization persistent attack and headed straight to Labyrinth Yars. When they arrived at the core, they saw the origin of Zohar before them, as well as Udo. The twisted of Cecily and Catch were being kept alive as a mere part of the system. Shion wrecked with shock at sight. The leader of the immigrant fleet, Patriarch Sergius, appeared before them and declared that all this was the sake of Ormus' rule. He then used the system to activate the Zohar. There was no way to stop the Zohar besides destroying the system, but it meant the death of Febronia's sister. As Shion was overwhelmed with despair, the image of Febronia once again spoke to her. Shion understood Febronia's word and ordered KOS-MOS to destroy the system to free Febronia's sister from their curse. But even destroying the system did not stop the Zohar, and the Patriarch broke about the revival of Proto-Omega. The Omega system appeared, destroying Miltia. The Galaxy Federation fleet was wiped out, completely helpless against Omega's overwhelming destructive power. To destroy the giant system, Shion and the other penetrated the Omega using the Elsa. The party faced off against the Patriarch in the center of Omega, and Albedo appeared before them. Albedo tried to take Zohar from the Patriarch, but he was defeated by Proto-Omega, overwhelming power, and faded away into nothingness. Junior was filled with rage, seeing his other half killed before his eyes, but faced with a fearsome power. The Patriarch laughed at them, calling them nothing more than insects, and moved to destroy second Miltia to demonstrate his godlike power. Suddenly, however, Proto-Omega shut down. The testament appeared before the wildered Patriarch. To retrieve the Zohar, the Patriarch, the testament destroyed him along with Proto-Omega. Shion was confused at his testament intent. The testament ignored the party completely and revived Albedo, allowing him to finally fulfill his wish of contacting Udo. I don't know. The space I never really broke about, but the contact of Albedo and Udo swallowed up Miltian space and began to slowly spread out through. The several things with Albedo, Junior set out alone in the space-time anomaly. The said conflict with her brother was resolved with the destruction of Albedo. Chris Wasser gently nested up to the Albedo lingering conscious as it gradually dissipated. With his cherished desire fulfilled, Albedo faded away in satisfaction. True, it had only been for a brief moment. Junior had been able to touch his heart. His quiet look at Albedo, his brother, and his other half passed on. The space-time anomaly receded. The original Zohar that breathed as its center was walled by a giant gnosis, Abel's ox, and was once again lost. In his office on board, the Demeron Wilhelm watched over the even chaos quietly, but firmly made his intention clear to Wilhelm. Hearing his word, Wilhelm merely smiled. Okay, and that's the end of episode 2, I guess. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching for the episode 1. We're going to continue with second episode.